The House and Senate just returned to action in Springfield. Now, the General Assembly could debate vaccine mandates, teen abortions, and political maps. Our Capitol Bureau Chief, Mark Maxwell, is live in Springfield, inside the Capitol, with the very latest. Mark, the governor is pushing to expand state powers to enforce vaccine mandates.
And testing requirements, Jennifer. Governor Pritzker wants to update the Healthcare Right of Conscience Act. Right now, state law includes civil protections for anyone who would refuse a vaccine or a medical test, citing a medical reason or a religious exemption. The Pritzker administration argues that too many people are abusing that law to refuse a COVID vaccine or a test to get into their place of work. They say that law never really intended to interfere with public health guidance during a pandemic, and they want to see that law updated to make it more clear that people who refuse a vaccine should at least have to submit to a test to prove to their coworkers they're not sick and spreading the virus.
It's really focused on testing and not the actual vaccine. If it's testing, I have no problem telling people if they don't want to take the vaccine, I completely understand. But testing is a extremely non-invasive thing. It's either spitting in a cup or a swab in the nose. There should be no reason, I can't think of any religious reason why that would be.
That is not my right to decide or your right to decide. If someone says it's their sincerely held religious belief, then the employer, in this case, would maybe be the state of Illinois, has to go to court and prove that that person is not sincere.
There's a preview of what that debate might sound like in this next week or two to come. Lawmakers just now arriving back into town. The House just gavelled out. They'll come back tomorrow. We still haven't seen a bill to evaluate exactly how this law might change. Tomorrow, a group of Republicans will ramp up the pandemic politics, calling on Governor Pritzker to end his use of emergency powers to carry out many of these coronavirus protocols. The House Speaker and Senate President have not responded directly, but over the course of the last several months have often said they agree with Governor Pritzker's rulings and protocols in this case, but it's unclear if they will back that up with actions and actually support the governor's agenda here to strengthen the law and bolster his position from any legal challenges in court. For now, reporting in the House, Mark Maxwell, WCIA 3-year local news leader.
Mark, thank you. Now, the House and Senate could also move to give tax breaks to electric vehicle makers, repeal the Parental Notification Act for teen abortions, and approve the new congressional maps.